I'm the host and founder of the Psychic News Network. Welcome! It's Valentine's Day. I have my Valentine's heart on. Wait a few minutes for people to show up. And I will check the news. I'm afraid to look. While we're waiting. Okay, let's see. So we'll wait for people to show up. I want to give you the astrology for today that I forgot to play for you. From Kathy Beal. So I'll give you the astrology for today. I mean to do that for off the ledge. Yeah, so, you know, the news is crazy. Yeah, the news is crazy. It's just, it's insane, and I think the rest of the world thinks the United States of America, well, that we're all crazy people. I have my heart dress on. I wore it just especially for you all. Can we all just agree this is insanity? We are going through absolute... I swear the rest of the world must think we've lost our freaking minds. But I think our allies know that Putin psyoped America and mind-controlled half of the population. But anyway, that doesn't make me feel that much better. Jeez. I mean, you gotta laugh. I'm glad you're enjoying Off the Ledge. Here's the astrology that I mean to play. This is from Kathy. I mean to play it in the morning, but I have to get used to that. I'm going to be doing this. Okay. Oh, wait. I have to take it off of Bluetooth. Hang on. I'll be right with you. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. So the astrology for today. Just a brief couple of lines of the astrology for today. From Kathy Beal. Y'all know Kathy.
This is Kathy Beal of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro Insight for Friday, February 14th, 2025. Valentine's Day. And actually, we have some aspects that seem to encourage what the holiday is supposed to be about. Our communication style is turning into the nonverbal, to telepathy, to intuitively knowing and understanding, to exchanging glances and a picture saying 1,000 words. Mercury has entered the sign of Pisces, and there's a push for people to form unions.
Whoa, that was pretty good. Thank you, Sharon, for putting my info up there. Mercury and Pisces. Wow, that's like all about like warm and dreamy and right communication. Good day for telepathic communication. So you just saw a clip of Obama and Biden getting off a plane in New York. Isn't that interesting? Amy, make sure you come to church so people can pray for you. I mean, they will from here too. But it's a double whammy when we do that. Okay, so every morning when I do Off the Ledge, which is just a 13-minute, you know, give or take a few seconds video, designed to calm everybody down. Okay, let's make an effort to keep the chat, I'm just saying ahead of time, let's make an effort tonight to keep the comments in the chat just extremely positive. Thank you, Warren. Thank you to all of you who are putting my information up. I appreciate that. That's really nice. Thank you to all of you just for being you. And I wore my heart dress just for you. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying the daily 13-minute video where I read from Ernest Holmes' 365, and I wanted to read this every single day this year, and Off the Ledge is helping me to keep that commitment to myself, so I'm glad that you're enjoying it. It's always important to have some kind of a ritual, some kind of a thing that we do to keep ourselves sane, because this country right now is insane. It's not that we're insane. It's not that we, the people, are insane. We have had our media infiltrated by the Kremlin. So I just want everyone to really just kind of get grounded in what's really happened here. I love you too. What's really happened here is over the past many years, like the past, I'd say like going on 10 years now, the Kremlin has incrementally more and more and more and more been infiltrating. You know, it takes a while to mind control people. It's been infiltrating our media and social media and all that, which is how so many people went berserk. They went crazy. If they were already gullible and already on the edge and already angry and already racist and already hate women, you know, it's just, it made people just get pushed really off the ledge, right? Not talked off the ledge, like, it's like hanging on the edge. So now we're seeing the repercussions of that in the worst possible form. And these times that we're in will cause us, like Kathy was just saying, you know, this is a time for union, for coming together. Astrologically, it's good weather for that. Good astrological weather for that. It's been horrifying. It's been absolutely over the top horrifying. It's like, let's, you know, the way that they're behaving is, let's make the American people suffer as much as they possibly can. And they're real creative, and they go for everything that we hold sacred and dear. All of it. It's like, oh, if that makes you happy, let's get rid of that. If that makes you happy, let's get rid of that. If that makes people smarter, let's get rid of that. If that makes us like top in the world in a certain area in science, technology, let's take away that. Let's take away that. Let's take away our defense. Let's take away our national security. Let's take away any like protections on our air and water and food, and let's take away the CDC, and let's take away, they're taking away education. Let's take away every freaking thing that's good for people. And I'm going to tell you something about the fallout for the mega billionaires. I heard this morning a little clip. I think, no, it was yesterday, a little clip, like a little short that somebody had put up, where she said, and now I have to check the source, but what was said was that Jeff Bezos tells his workers that they need to come to work every day terrified. I'm gonna share with you something you can really relate to. You all know I live in a business district. I'm surrounded by restaurants. All day, every day, there are delivery trucks delivering food to the restaurants. 80% of the guys I see driving the trucks are obviously from different cultures. You can tell, they're not like white guys. Everybody that works in the restaurants, almost, the majority came from other countries. All the people that work in the hospitals, like I would say at least half, if not more, come from other countries. We have been top-notch, top of the world for many, many years. In terms of, this is a place to come to get a good education, to get good medical care, to get, a lot of good things. We have a lot of problems too. But this country is nearly half immigrants. So what's going to happen to the the multi-mega billionaires when their Amazon workers get shipped out? And let's say if, okay, not when. And when people are losing their jobs, and when restaurants start closing, and farms are shut down, all the food that was going to USAID, that was allocated for USAID to feed people that will starve to death without that aid in the world, it's a small fraction of what we have in America in terms of spending. Those billionaires are not going to be getting their billions anymore because they will have crashed the economy out of their own freaking greed. It's called hubris. You probably know that. Pride that takes them down, out of control. Yeah. 0.1% of American spending, the United States spending, went to that whole thing. The USAID thing makes me crazy. But what they're doing, and we'll get to the cards in a second, what they're doing is they're trying to make you crazy. Yes, economic blackout on the 28th. I'm on the verge of quitting Amazon. I mean, we get addicted to Amazon because it's easy. So, we're just going to keep breathing. We're gonna activate. We're not gonna spend anything on. We're not gonna spend anything on Amazon. Until we're not gonna spend anything on Amazon until well, maybe we will just quit Amazon altogether, but we'll start with the 28th. I'm sorry I put you in timeout because you said too late, and I don't really, that sounded defeatist. That's all. Nothing personal. We have guidelines here, and the guidelines are we put hopeful comments in the chat. You can shop online direct to the manufacturer, so we have to give up our addiction if we want to stick it to them, at least a little. We want to stick it to them at least a little. If you have a business, Amazon's really handy. Then definitely don't buy anything. When the smog lifts in Los Angeles, dad joke. When the smog lifts in Los Angeles, what happens? UCLA. That's cute. Thank you, Thomas. eBay's good. eBay's a good option. I buy a lot off of eBay. So here we are. I'm always happy, Gloria. Thank you. Oh, by the way, I have no idea why my letters are backwards on YouTube. I've had it with Google too. And by the way, I mean, I mentioned this too. Google took away their icon for, you know, their like emoji kind of thing, whatever you call it. Google took away the art that depicts that this is Black History Month. So Google is anti-democracy. Have you noticed? And anyway, speaking of YouTube, I don't know why the camera's backwards. I've decided to give up trying to figure it out, but at least you say waltz. When we fight, we win. Go in the right direction. Kamala 1, these are available on my website, psychicandnettoyon.com. Check it out. We'll probably have about 200 people tonight because I'm so done with corporate. I'm so done with being, you know, smushed because I'm pro-democracy. Smushed, I tell ya. Hey, Damon, how are ya? I dressed up just for you. What do you think? I know I'm not your type. Let's pull 3 cards. Yeah. So Google Maps changed the maps to Gulf of America, and in true Kim Jong-un style, this illegitimate administration is like offering up punishment if you say Gulf of Mexico. Thank you for making me feel good. damn it. 3 cards about the collective consciousness in America, and we're gonna do. Oh, you can enter a notice that the Google map is inaccurate? Good. I'm never gonna say Gulf of America. That ain't happening. I'm in the revolution. You say you want a revolution. I'm gonna pull 3 cards about the collective consciousness at the present time. You can say Gulf of Mexico, but Google will remove it. Okay. I've had this channel for 5 years. It doesn't grow in number of views. People who are subscribers have a hard time finding me. When I go live, they're looking for me and they can't find me. And my numbers are like flatline in number of views. And it's like pushing a boulder up a hill, and then the boulder keeps falling down the hill, and then I push the boulder back up the hill, and it falls down even further. That's what it's like to have a YouTube channel. That's what Google does, because I take this work seriously, and I take saving democracy seriously, because so do you. Yeah, I agree. I would do that, but I would hold up a choice finger, but I don't want to lose my channel altogether. Hang on. I saw someone change the name on the map of Gulf of Mexico to Golfo de Gringo Loco. People are ridiculing Google. Let's ridicule Google. Let's ridicule them. Let's do it. What do cats eat for breakfast? Hang on, we'll get to the cards. Mice Krispies, of course. I love it. Okay, this is how the American people are right now. Are you ready for this? Let's go up to Google's house. You get the front door, you'll get the back door. What the American people are going through right now. They feel isolated. It's very, very, very upsetting. Please hit the thumbs up while you're here. And even if you're watching later, thanks. The American people, this is a card about the collective, are feeling very much isolated. And part of this is because so many people weren't paying attention. While we were all screaming from the rooftops, stop 2025, Project 2025. It's a recipe for cruelty. It's a plan to inflict pain and cruelty. And Elon was even saying it. And now all the people that weren't paying attention are like, oh my God, we're out in the cold. Literally. For some people, that's literal. If you can help at the homeless shelter, I just want to say, it's been frigid cold here. Frigid. We've had a very cold winter. I'm a daily walker and it's been too cold to walk, so I'm just saying, you know, literally out in the cold too. We were called deranged. Well, they have to make us the enemy, right? And the Orange Satan came right out and said it, that the American people are enemies. It's back to Gulf of Mexico? Are you sure? That's great. I'm kind of surprised. You're having a protest on Monday at noon in downtown Orlando. Good for you. Good for you, Michael. So I'm reading on the consciousness of the American people. From this feeling of isolation, being left out in the cold, a lot of people weren't paying attention. And now they have to, right? And then the awareness card is coming up. Now people are starting to be aware. It took some time. It took a lot of time. And I've been thinking about Joe Biden a lot lately. It's interesting. Somebody put that he and Obama just were in New York getting off a plane. Yeah, Teresa's asking, how can taking away all those things that we have make America great? Well, just in a nutshell, it was all lies, because Don the Con is all lies, lies, lies. He never stops lying, just like Putin. And speaking of Putin, Putin made sure, and Orban too, they're two peas in a pod, made sure that when they got him in there, when they rigged the election to get the orange Satan in there, the orange satanic puppet in there. This is why Google doesn't make my numbers go up. There was an agreement. Kathy Bill calls them deliverables. There was an agreement between the Kremlin and the orange Satan and the muskrat that they would get in there and they would disassemble America. They would take America apart. It's a war. It's an attack. We are under attack. They're performing a coup. And the American people are just starting to, not just starting to, it's been going on for a few months now. They're like, what? You're going to do what? Yeah, and Elon's going after every department that has an investigation into him. I actually think that Germany is going to be very, very serious about Elon, and they're going to deal with him accordingly. We must resist, exactly. So, continuing to read on the American people's collective consciousness, I also see rebirth. So when I was thinking about Joe Biden, see, first we have the isolation, and then we have the awareness, and then we have a rebirth. And I think that Biden kind of waited out. I do believe that there are safeguards in place, because I picked that up. Basic safeguards in place, so we don't all die, that I think he put in place. These are my psychic impressions. That's what you come here for, right? And I mean, I'll put it like this. I think that Biden realized that the monster that had been created in the United States of America through the brainwashing of half of the population could not be really healed, or, you know, mind control. The person needs to be in there needs to be an intervention. And I'm not saying Biden did this on purpose, but I feel there are safeguards in place that we'll never know about. That's what I feel. And I feel that this is the only way to bring Americans together. So all the horrible things that happen, you know, sometimes we see it, sometimes it doesn't happen in our lifetime, but all the horrible things that happen that we can't figure out why they happened, sometimes they end up creating a better situation. The better situation in America, the reason I'm saying this is because I have the rebirth card. The better situation in America is an America where we don't take our country for granted, and we don't bash our country, and we don't bash one another. That's what's going to happen with this rebirth. It is, I tell you, it is. Now, there's been a lot of pushback. I feel like it's been incredible overreach, incredibly brazen, incredible overreach, you know, rather than being like sneaky and, you know, under the radar, you know, they went in. I'm talking about this new illegitimate administration that's performing a coup. They went in and they got rid of, they're attempting to get rid of everything and to really suck it to every single one of us. And it's an overreach, to say the least. Okay. And it's all, the Kremlin needs to take America down. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, I've said it many times. The agreement was for, I mean, I knew this a long time ago, didn't you all? The agreement was for the orange bozo to hand America over to Russia and to call us the Russian Federation of America. I'm going to pull some cards on Elon. I don't see that happening. I hope you all had a nice Valentine's Day. Yeah, Letitia James is suing them left and right. Yeah, so we've had some really strong, like, we've had some really strong people standing up, like Kendrick Lamar. Really strong messages coming from some really strong people. Yeah. So they're gonna, this illegitimate evil administration is going to continue to pretend like that judges and our judicial system have no power. They're going to continue to pretend that. And I'm going to ask the pendulum. I mean, the other night, on Wednesday night, I read on it, and I got that... Oh, look, I picked this card up. I'll read this to you, actually, because it was kind of catching my attention. The judicial system is fighting back. They're acting as though, you know, like what I was saying the other day was what's being done to the orange bozo right now is a lot, like I don't know how many, it's numerous, probably countless lawsuits being filed. And so what they're doing to the orange bozo has been doing with our judicial system since he was born, right? So it's coming back to him. So let's ask, will this illegitimate administration succeed in not being held accountable? No, I do not get that. I do not get that they'll not be held accountable. I'm just going to go for it. We'll tell Russia, don't mess with us. Yeah, well, that's what we'll be doing when we're out in the streets protesting, because this is all stemmed from that. Most of it. Will this administration stay? I get a no on that. No, this administration will not stay. That's what I'm reading. I'm telling you, I've been angry, but I haven't been scared. Will the 3 seats in the special election go blue? Feels like it to me. I want to read you this. Because it was just here, I don't know why. I must have been cleaning out a box of stuff. The light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. That's from one of my teacher, Tony Stone's memorial service back in 2021. And that's a prayer from unity. If you want to say that. Yes, it's a unity prayer, right? Very good, Roberta. That's nice to say that before I dive into Elon. Will Elon interfere in the upcoming special elections? He plans to. That's what I get. I'm not going to answer that tonight, Mary. All right. I just answer what the guides tell me to answer. Nothing personal. Elon. 10 of Swords is a card of much pain. In fact, I don't like to show this card because it's so awful. It's Bridget Bishop, who was accused of witchcraft in Salem and executed. Page of Wands. Yeah, okay, yeah. As far as Elon goes, I'm going to tell you what these cards mean. And I'm going to also tell you that when we hit 200 thumbs up, we'll do a group hug. And we need a group hug, so let's get those thumbs up. The 10 of Swords is like the most painful, aside from the 3 of Swords, to me, I consider the 10 of Swords the most painful card in the deck. I'm reading on Elon. And the Page of Wands, I got this the other night too, so this is consistent. There are young people that are going to rat out Elon. And I'm kind of feeling like it is those little almost high schoolers that are just out of high school that he's got working for them, because he doesn't care about them. And they don't care about anybody, clearly. Yeah, I'm getting that they're going to rat him out. Happy Valentine's Day! No, the Ten of Swords doesn't mean the end of suffering is near. No, the Ten of Swords is massive suffering. Young ones are easy to scare. I'd meet them in a dark alley, right? Yeah, they're going to start. There are some of these kids, and I'm kind of feeling they have pressure from their parents. I mean, these guys that Elon has breaking all the laws in the United States of America are kids. And when you're 19, I'm sorry, your parents are still kind of your parents, and they're still kind of looking out for you and making sure you're behaving. And the Knight of Swords is justice. Okay, so I'm feeling Germany. I'm feeling Germany. No, the dad joke man is here. Thomas is here. Maybe he doesn't have that many jokes tonight. Or maybe he had a date with his wife and he just left. I keep telling Thomas I need to tip him. All right, let's see. We're going to read on another very nefarious individual who is the Russian leader. And let's just see. Yeah, the parents need to be pulled aside. I agree. But I feel like, let me ask this. Are those boys going to sing in the courts because, like a plea bargain kind of a thing? Yes, it looks like a plea bargain kind of a thing. That's what it looks like. Okay, so we're going to read on the evil one of Russia. And we're going to pull 3 cards about what he's up to right now. Angela Merkel popped into your head? She might know what's going on. I mean, all these leaders that have been leaders for, that were leaders even decades ago, that are still around. I mean, Jimmy Carter had, you know, intelligence reports coming to him that he could read till the end. I didn't say those boys will not have jail time, by the way. So it's possible that Merkel is talking to, I don't know who's, is it Schultz, the German leader now? I have to get up on my German politics. So Putin is kind of in a stalemate at the moment. He's kind of in a stalemate at the moment. He needs for Elon to do something for him. Vlad needs for Elon to do something for him. And the Six of Pentacles, yeah, he's looking for a handout. Vlad is looking for a handout. Steinmeier is the German chancellor. Yeah, they should go to Guantanamo with Trump and Musk, the boys. Well, I'm not going to wish that on anybody. There's a dad joke there. It's a long one, so go ahead and read it. Putin, kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, is counting on a handout from the muskrat right now. And counting on more being handed over from the United States. Now, I was remembering that on Wednesday, when we were reading cards on Kash Patel and Tulsi Gabbard, that we kept getting the Fool card. So that doesn't bode well for them. Right? Okay. Yeah, I saw that Hegseth made a total fool of himself at NATO. Since you mentioned him, boy, I mean, we are really looking like a stupid country. But I don't think that NATO thinks we're a stupid country. I mean, every country has stupid people. I'm going to read on him right now. Hegseth. Why are you getting the Tulsi is going to backstab Trump? Well, we did read on her the other night, and for both her and Kash Patel, the fool card came up, which means they're being played for fools. Can you imagine being appointed? Just let's think about this. Imagine being appointed to the position of, I don't know, what is he, the head of the military? I don't even know. That's how much I'm not wanting to watch the news. And really knowing nothing about the job that you've just been appointed to in a corrupt way. Department of Defense. Yeah. That job requires really knowing your you know what. I'm going to ask this. And he's a drinker. He's a bad alcoholic. He's so over his head. I mean, I just can't imagine. I always think about Ivanka when she was at some kind of a world summit. And these women, these leaders were, you know, they're talking about serious things. And she tries to weasel her way into the conversation and says something really stupid. And it's just like so humiliating. Why would you do that? I wouldn't go to a place where I was absolutely not qualified. He has minimal Coast Guard experience. We are sitting ducks. Is Hegseth going to resign? All right, well, that's kind of giving me the runaround. All right, he's just playing bad. Is Hegseth going to lose his position? I get he's going to lose his position. It won't be resigning. You think he's cute, Damon? Beauty is only skin deep. You know what I mean? People can look really attractive and be ugly, 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 ugly people. He was in the National Guard, not the Coast Guard. Okay, 3 cards about his fate. It looks like he'll be fired. Damon, you're hilarious. Thomas, thank you for the dad jokes. Ugliest to the bone. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you all for being here. You don't know how much you mean to me. You can't possibly know. Look, I'm spending my Valentine's Day with you. Hegseth. Okay, what's going on with that? Is he's actually in that position to turn some tricks. I mean, I don't mean that. I mean to be doing little nefarious tasks. He's a bum. He's a pawn. I have the High Priestess. There's a secret conversation between Hegseth and I'm picking up Hegseth and a Russian agent. Can you believe this is where we are? Oh my gosh. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I just meant doing some like tricky things. He's a drunk. Okay, so I'm telling you that he has a big secret. The innuendo and it was fitting. Okay. Hegseth has a big secret. He's trying to do something. Being in that position, he's trying to disempower us, as he's been instructed. He's going to get fired. Yeah, he's gonna get fired. The Wheel of Fortune is something's gonna turn. The wheel is gonna turn on him. Yeah. Your alarm goes off? Yeah, my alarm goes off too. He's in there to do specific tricky things. You guys are my date, Michael. Michael wants to know if I'm going out on a date. You all are my date. And on my birthday, if it falls on a PNN night, you all are my people celebrating at my birthday party, you know, in December. Please hit the thumbs up. I don't know if we're going to make 200 thumbs up tonight to do our group hug. This is how I get you to please share my video and tell people I exist. Because Google's not helping. 3 cards about the orange bozo. Oh, and speaking of supporting, I really need some support, you guys. I really, really, really do. My latest Substack is this. So go to Annette's Substack, and it's this. So please go and subscribe. Fascism is fed by pessimism. Stop it. I just wrote that last night. If you can be a paid subscriber, it's $150 a year or $80 a year or like $5 a month. It would help me to pay my bills, so I'd appreciate that. But definitely read my Substack and subscribe. The Orange Bozo. Well, I get that he's really, 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 I don't know, what's the word? The Orange Bozo. He's really beside himself. I get that he's beside himself. Thank you, Roberta. Yeah, check your subscription. I get that he's beside himself. We all want the clown show to go away, Clarence, but we have a lot to learn here. And what we have to learn is that if we want a democracy, we're going to have to get off our asses and do stuff all the time. America cannot survive with people like, oh, I can't talk about politics. We cannot survive that. I'm pulling 3 cards about the current state of the Orange Bozo. He's beside himself with, it just feels like he's lost his grip on everything. Yeah, the kid told him to go away. Yeah, Elon is not well. Do you think, oh, I hadn't thought of that. The phone call with Putin frightened him. I feel like he has no grip on anything. I really do. I feel like the orange monster has no grip on anything. Did the conversation with Vlad, I'm not really getting a very clear read on that. I don't think it was specifically that. I actually think he's more upset about Elon. Is it? I mean, think about it this way. Yeah, he's really, really... Oh, Damon thinks that the Orange Bozo told Elon to speak. If he told Elon to speak at that conference or whatever it was when his little child was there. If that's what he wanted... Well, let's ask that. That means that he really can't speak publicly, the orange loser. Okay. Did he ask Elon to speak at the press conference? No, he did not. He did not. Because, I mean, think about the debate with Kamala, right? I mean, if you want to know if the election was rigged, just think about the debate with Kamala, right? She was so cheated, but don't worry. Things will get better if we work on it, especially. Okay. Whenever somebody says something condescending about the Orange Bozo, He can't get over it. Have you noticed that? He can't get over it. Like when Kamala kind of mocked him for his crowd sizes and talking about Hannibal Lecter and people leaving his rallies, he couldn't get over it. He kept bringing it up. Oh, my crowd sizes are bigger than hers. She has small crowds. Do we all remember that? Do we all remember how much he was saying that his crowd sizes were so much huger than hers? And then we looked at her. I want us all to remember what her crowd sizes were. Okay. And that little press conference thing. Did Elon bully him? Elon bullied him. And he's not going to get over it. The orange bozo is not going to get over what Elon did. He will obsess. He will ruminate. He will just have it going around and around and around in his head. Wow. Did he say that, the little boy that he named X, little X? He said she pays people to come for, that's what he does. I don't know. I didn't hear that. He looked like a damn puppet. He is a damn puppet. It's exactly, you know, it's like when he stands. I talked about this once before. One day I watched, this is a while ago, I watched, you know, the orange bozo, and the way that he stands with his arms like this, he looks like a puppet. He looks like a marionette. And you just pull the strings, you know, the old-fashioned marionettes. Spooky, I tell you. I'm blabbing. What was I asking? I was asking about him. 3 cards. About the orange bozo. He doesn't have any control. Let's ask this. Yeah, isn't it funny how he holds his arms? Is he going to be removed? I have a yes on that. The orange bozo is going to be removed. Is it going to be the 25th Amendment? I am picking up the 25th Amendment. This is what hate has done to us. I agree with that. That's why the people that are lovers have to stand up. More people are lovers than haters. Would J.D. Vance step in? No. I can't ask if Elon would step in because he's already stepped in. Yes, remember February 28th is an economic blackout. Well, he already took his place. Was it a real-time magazine cover with Elon behind the Resolute desk? Does anybody know? Okay, so what I'm asking now is okay, I get 25th Amendment. He's not capable of holding the office, the orange bozo. And then I asked if J.D. Vance would be, I can't even say it, taking his place. And then I asked if Elon would be taking his place. And the fact of the matter is he's already pretending he's president. The muskrat. He belongs in jail, that's for sure. But I'm getting a no on the muskrat taking his place, so that's interesting. Will the muskrat be removed from the position that he's in right now? I get the muskrat is going to be removed from the position that he's in right now. How does Vance's wife and family feel about his tone-deaf statements lately? J.D. Vance is making tone-deaf statements. Not that that surprises me, but I'm just not watching the news much. Too upsetting. Oh, we're so close to having 200 thumbs up and we can do a group hug. Yes, Elon belongs in a rubber room bound by a straitjacket. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to pull 3 cards on the loser. Well, is Elon going to be arrested? I have a yes. Incompetency is being rampant in government. I think you need a stronger word. Pathos. I mean, that's true, but I'm getting a strong yes on him, on Elon being arrested in Germany. We shall see, but the energy is all going in that direction. 3 cards about the orange bozo. I'm going to pull out the better cards momentarily, but it's kind of getting late. Oh, we're getting so close to enough thumbs up for a group hug. Make it happen, people. The orange bozo. Completely beholden to Vlad. But the Queen of Wands is here. And that's a judge. The King of Cups that's representing the Kremlin. The Queen of Wands, it represents justice and female judges. The Three of Pentacles, there's kind of a sense of he's trying to, and this is what I keep getting to about our judicial system, that Don the Con keeps trying to get away with stuff, him and his, you know, entourage of demons. But he just doesn't get any, they don't really get anywhere legally. Karma's coming back because of all the delays and abuse of the judicial system that the orange loser partook of for really a long time. Look down, shutdown 315. What is it? Can you give us a little briefing? It's coming back. That karma is coming back to him. And it's going to just frustrate the hell out of him. And he's going to be losing his mind. And he won't be capable of really even speaking. I did see a couple of clips of the orange bozo attempting to speak and having a really rough time. And like, we all knew this. We all watched him. He doesn't make any sense when he speaks. Nice, right? We have somebody in the White House that's sitting behind the Resolute desk that can't even, what do they always say? Projection. Oh, Joe Biden can't even put a sentence together. No, he never made sense. I don't know why so few people seem to notice. Oh, did we reach 200? I see 199. Yeah, boycott on March 15th. Don't spend any money. The oligarchs hate it when you don't spend money. They're in for a rough ride. They're shooting themselves right in the foot. 200 thumbs up. We can do a group hug. Yay. Thank you, everybody. We got there. 5 years I've had this channel. Google hates me. I work for every thumbs up that I get. I really work for it. Okay. We're going to do a group hug that the American people are rising up like crazy in a really good way. Okay? And that this cruelty doesn't get a grip on us. Okay? Yeah, I did notice that thumbnail about Jessica Denson. I'm going to watch her show afterwards. Says Trump and Musk stole 80, is that 80 million? I don't even know. Is that 80 million? That doesn't surprise me at all. So we're doing a group hug that people are rising up like crazy. We are making really big headway. We're getting a lot of traction. We're winning our democracy back. Okay? And we're going to make, in this group hug, we're going to put lots and lots of comfort and support for all the people that are really, really scared. And all the people that are depressed. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Group hug. And for all those that are missing their loved ones on Valentine's Day. All right, and for all of you. And now, everyone give themselves a hug. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Give yourself a hug. Go ahead. Give yourself a hug. Did you do it? Make sure you watch Off the Ledge because I was talking about self-love today. I think we really have to kind of wind down with some more positive cards. Enough of the slime, right? Yes, our group hugs are amazing. Tell your friends. Share my vids so other people can get group hugs too. We're worth it. You gave yourself a hug? Excellent. Be kind and sweet to yourself. I'm going to choose 3 cards, and I'm actually going to ask for the most positive news that we can get for today. Now, on Monday, I told you that I got a few new fun decks, so on Monday I'll use the new deck. One of them is a deck that tells you, like, timing on things. So I asked when we would see something really substantial. I did do this earlier. When we'd see some real substantial justice kind of a thing with the orange bozo, and his entourage of demons. And it said on Monday. And then I asked something else too. What was it? When would this administration fall apart entirely? And I got April. Which seems like a long time maybe, but it's not. You bought your grandson a car today? Wow, that's nice. What a loving grandparent. So I'm going to pull 3 cards for, what's good. What can we look forward to that's good. And thank you so much for being here. Like I said, I have to work really hard for every single viewer that I have and every single thumbs up. So I really appreciate you guys so much. I'm doing so much, and it's all out of the love in my heart. March 20th is a lunar eclipse. Oh, and Kathy Beal, who I played her little astrology report for today earlier, and I'll be doing that on my Off the Ledge videos daily if she provides me with them. Check that out. It's the Cosmic Owl did a vid. She and Louise Addington did a vid earlier, so check that out. And this is for us. Yes, we feel trapped right now. Yes, we're going to go through this feeling of fear and restriction. It's making us stronger in our resolve. It's making us stronger and more committed. So this feeling of restriction, we're not used to this in the United States. Thank you, Michael. Happy Valentine's Day. This is not what we stand for freedom. And honestly, this thing that they're trying to do it can't be sustained. It's just, we're a democracy. So what we're founded on is freedom. It's just like, it's too established. And I'm not meaning to sound Pollyanna about it, but we're founded on like a revolutionary spirit. Who do you think you are? And that's going to come out because, I appreciate you too. I have the strength card too. This restriction is going to make us go like the lion, right? It's like my lion imitation. And the 10 of Pentacles. We are going to really start talking when the money starts to be like really like the news that just came out. When they start talking about stealing our money, I really feel that that's the thing that's going to mobilize us the most, because when it comes to money, it's not just Democrats that get screwed. Like I said, it's the billionaires that get screwed too. Greedy, greedy, greedy billionaires. And it's the Republicans and it's the MAGAs. Everybody gets screwed. So when it comes to the money, that's what's going to give us the most leverage in terms of, let's go, right? We're not going to take this crap anymore. 2026 will be 250 years since 1776, right? Yeah. We don't just go like, oh yeah, just take our democracy. Go. Oh, I guess we don't need it. It's not what we're made of at all. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. Happy Valentine's Day. Please join us for Church of Spirituality this Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern Time. It's free. It will uplift you. Off the Ledge I do in the morning, so it's posted by noon. My 13-minute video to uplift you. I read you spiritual things, which is great. And my Substack is Annette Substack. Please, I don't do tea leaves every night. Usually I do that on Wednesdays. Also, yeah, my Substack and our Thursday night meeting, we did a guided meditation, so please check that out. When you book a reading, it really helps me and it really helps you. I'm also a spiritual life coach, psychic@dion.com. And especially, I want you to know that you need this mug. psychic@dion.com. There's more, there's always more, but that's all I can tell you right now. There's a new client special for readings too, if you're a new client and you want to book a reading. I love you. Go do something really nice for yourselves, okay? And Michelle loves her mug, so order yours now. We'll see you soon. Please share, and we'll see you again very soon. All right, namaste. I had fun tonight. I hope you did too. Bye.